The new age firms ramping up their workforce was the chief cause of attrition in the IT services sector in 2021. The IT companies are experiencing dysfunctional turnover where the best employees of companies are voluntarily leaving at higher rates. The attrition rate in the IT-BPM sector in India is reaching gigantic proportions, and up to 22 lakh IT professionals are likely to quit their jobs by 2025, a report has said. Hello and welcome to VAR India News Hour. The findings showed that 57% of IT professionals would not consider returning to the IT services sector in the future. The Talent Exodus report by TeamLease Digital predicts up to 55% growth in contact staffing attrition for FY 2023 as compared to 49% in FY 2022. The report said that there is a huge misconception with the sentiment in the candidate market that a salary increase would improve performance and boost job satisfaction, and 20 lakhs to 22 lakh employees are expected to leave their jobs by 2025. The Indian IT sector has witnessed tremendous growth in the last decade. It has recorded 15.5% growth, which is the fastest in more than a decade, and touched $227 billion, creating additional 5.5 lakh jobs in FY 22 alone. Infosys has reported the highest rate at which employees are leaving the company among its Indian peers for April to June quarter at 28.4%. The IT major is followed by HCL Tech with 23.8% employees attrition rate, Wipro at 23.3% and TCS at 19.7%. Experts say the high attrition rates could be attributed to the rapid expansions in the industry. In general, when an industry goes through a rapid surge, there is shock, with attrition rate running at 23 to 24%. It feels that the shock stage is now coming down. However, with the global pandemic disrupting the IT hiring chain, there is evidence of a reverse trend, which indicates that retaining a business-critical talent has undergone a great change in the last 2 years. The reason for increasing attrition, nearly 50% of respondents believe that the lack of better compensation and benefits is the greatest reason for talent exodus, whereas 25% believe lack of career growth to be the reason. Let's look into today's headlines in VAR India. SEBI approves to turn Vodafone Idea dues into equity. Market regulator SEBI has approved the government's proposal to convert dues of over $1.92 billion by telecom operator Vodafone Idea to equity. SEBI has also approved the government's request to classify its shareholding in Vodafone Idea as public float. Last year, the central government had approved a rescue package for debt-strapped telecom companies that allowed them to convert interest on deferred adjusted gross revenue owed to the government into equity. Reliance launches its most awaited budget-friendly laptop. Jio Platforms has launched its first Android-powered laptop, the Made in India JioBook, that runs on Jio OS and comes bundled with multiple Jio apps along with Microsoft 365 services and local language support. The JioBook has a 5000 mAh battery that can deliver up to 8 hours of battery life on single charge. The device is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 665 processor backed by Adreno 610 GPU and a 2-megapixel front camera. The budget laptop is finally on sale across the country and is now available in India for Rs 15,799. Snap forecasts slow growth, warns tech companies relying on ad revenue. Snap Inc. has forecasted a no-revenue growth holiday quarter, which sent a warning signal to tech companies which depend on advertising revenue. Shares of digital ad companies including Meta and Google-owned Alphabet dropped by 4% and 2% respectively. Snap's stock fell by 25%, while Pinterest stock declined nearly 8%. The sell-off erased over $40 billion in market value from these firms and other internet ad companies. Snap's $4 billion market capitalization was knocked off in the recent trading. Amazon to shut down its online store Fabric.com. Amazon is shutting down its subsidiary Fabric.com that's been selling fabrics for nearly 30 years to cut costs. Fabric.com said it will no longer sell products and directed customers to shop on Amazon instead. Amazon will be working with the firm's staff to help them identify other opportunities at the company, including at nearby warehouses. Employees who do not stay with Amazon will be given severance. Texas sues Google for allegedly collecting biometric data. Texas is suing tech giant Google for allegedly collecting biometric data of its citizens without obtaining proper consent. In the complaint, Texas says that companies operating in the state have been banned for more than a decade from collecting people's faces, voices, or other biometric data without advanced informed consent. It said that Google has been collecting biometric data of the Texan citizens since at least 2015 and used their faces and their voices to serve its commercial ends. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VAR India News Magazine. You can download the VAR India app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.